Welcome back, family. How you doing today? It is Saturday night, live from Georgia. It's Saturday night
with Rich Travascus. Do a corny pose.
I was gonna say, dude, you're really gonna try to make me pronounce your last name?
Yes.
Oh God, I don't know. And Greg Saidafar.
Very good.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Oh, that like, I don't know. There are some mornings I can't pronounce my name.
Yeah, it's a lot. It looks scarier than it is. Usually, I tell people just pull through it, just gut,
Well,
and like 95% of the time, it's good.
I tell people just say Vasquez and put Tret in front of it.
Oh yeah, that's a good shortcut.
Yeah, and yeah, Tiago, what's up? Here from the beginning. I see that. Good job. Oh, I see you got a Timo Hana hat.
Oh, I do.
Yes, you do. It's embroidered. Absolutely gorgeous.
Had
So
the great wife of mine doctor up our logo so it was embroiderable.
And saying mahalo in the back. I love it. That's nice. And it's adjustable.
It is. I'm so smart that my brain is big enough that I have to use the last nub in order for it to work.
I think for my size head, I'm usually third dot from being closed all the way. So
okay. And this is what it looks like in red.
Oh, you got two hats. Cool.
Yeah, this one's I'm gonna let him pick. One's for me and one's for Deegan.
Do you think he's gonna pick the hat that you've already worn?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Well, I feel like he's a black and red kind of guy, so
which is more the colors of Spawn and Carnage. So that makes sense.
Yeah, and like Friday 13th and all the,
man, he put out a review. Deegan put out a review for the new Friday the 13th, Jason Kills or Jason Ends or whatever.
Uh-huh.
He gave it a 3.5 out of 10.
Ooh.
Yeah, and he said if this was I'm paraphrasing, but he said something along the lines of if this was supposed to continue the last two movies, they completely missed the mark, and it's almost to the point of being unwatchable. Are you wearing a Green Lantern ring today? Dude!
How did you see that?
I know, seriously. I didn't see that. That was online for like 10 minutes before we came online with him.
All right, so here's the deal.
Felix says it's Halloween Ends. There you go.
Halloween's okay, cool. Thanks, Felix. Yeah. So my
Xbox,
what's up, buddy? My oldest kid, he likes to. He's very attentive, and he just likes to play with my wedding ring. And it's like a $20 tungsten band from Amazon. Okay. Like purposely, we didn't spend money on mine because who cares? Hers is the one that matters. So he just was playing with it. He saw me spinning it one day, and he just wanted to do it. And I was probably dozing, like I was telling you about before. And I was like, yeah, whatever, go ahead. And we can't find it now. So this ring just happens to fit perfectly on my ring finger.
And that came out of what Cracker Jack box? No. Where did you buy that? No, that looks metal nice. From here.
Yeah, it's nice. It's pretty cool. I got it on Amazon for like, I don't know, $30 or something.
What size ring finger do you wear? What size ring do you wear on your finger? What size finger do you wear on your ring?
I don't know. Yeah. It's like it's pretty chunky.
That's like Deegan's nightmare to draw. You realize that? Fingers coming at you, and
like this part.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah. So I got tired of not having something on this finger because it was like a week now where I haven't had anything, and I'm just like, feels naked. So
What do you mean? What do you mean this new seating arrangement? Am I usually on the opposite side?
Yes. Yeah.
There.
Oh, thanks God.
Oh, God, I felt so out of whack.
Oh, so much better. It's like left Twix and right Twix in the commercial. If you remember that.
Left Twix tastes better.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay, I'm just saying.
We talked about my hat, but you got a shirt on over there.
Oh yes, I do. That's right. And it's funny. These shirts, when you first pick them up, they look like, okay, this is too small. This is never going to fit. Then you put it on, and it's the right size.
I felt that way too with mine.
With
Now
your,
that you
did you
mention
get a
it.
shirt?
I got the red one back in the day, if you remember.
Oh, right, with the big logo in the front.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
superhero logo of Team Ohana.
Timo Hunter, man. Remember, mahalo.
Yes. Look, I want to say this with as little insult as possible. Okay. Mrs. Ohana is not in favor of the big logo in the front. She thinks it looks better up here. I said, look, seriously, it's just like if I was wearing it. You and I, we're both big guys. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Okay. I said, he's got the big logo. He's a billboard. I mean,
Precisely.
yes. And I'm looking at doing that myself too. I want to have like team and on the back, Ohana.
Be like freaking stock car drivers out here.
Oh man, I think I'd have to have Wonder Bread down the side just so I can go. What's the Will Ferrell movie?
Yeah.
Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby.
Talladega Nights.
Yep, Legend of Ricky Bobby.
Yeah. Oh, so yes. I'm hoping we get these hats. Let's see here. Yes. I've got the will. I've got willpower, baby.
Yeah, and just like you think about it, your wedding vows are just like the pledge for the Green Lanterns through darkest nights.
Wow. Holy shit. You're right.
No matter what, I'll stay with my wife.
In brightest day and blackest night.
I'll
No
try not to
evil
kill my wife.
It's just not right. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light. That's funny.
And say what you will about the movie with oh god, what's his name?
Reynolds.
Thank you. Ryan Reynolds. His scene where he was trying to muster up the will and say that oath, it was really believable.
Hmm?
It really was. I mean, there's a lot of things about that movie that they got wrong. They really did. They were very cheesy, but there are really great points in it. And I'm a Marvel fan giving props to DC. So please bear with me. This is like me breaking new ground. Hey, wait a minute. Props to DC. Didn't you go see Black Adam?
Yes, I did. Black Adam. I went Friday evening, opening day.
And tell me. Now, guys, I have no idea his review. So please. He told me he wouldn't tell me in advance. Yeah, he's saving it for the live stream. So
I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'll just give my thoughts.
yes.
From a high level, it's probably my fourth best recent DC movie. So
have
for
there
me,
been 4 good movies from DC?
So for me, the latest Suicide Squad from James Gunn was
really good. I got to give credit on that. That was really good. Yeah.
I really like Shazam from a few years ago.
That was fun.
Yeah, exactly. I really liked it.
Yeah.
And then Aquaman, I thought was. Oh shit! Wonder Woman was there.
Well, the first Wonder Woman.
The
first 2 acts were good. I thought the third act was a little.
So it keeps moving down. It's in my top 5, I guess. So
name movies that you think are better. It's better than. I think that would be easier. You think
all the Snyder stuff.
Better than Justice League.
Better than Justice League. Better than Batman. Better than Superman. Batman versus Superman. Man of Steel.
Better than Dark Knight.
I'm not counting. I consider those a different era.
Okay.
Dark, no, not better than Dark Knight.
Okay.
I really I appreciated The Rock's commitment
Okay.
to the character. And
Now, without getting any spoilers or anything, does he? You know how he plays kind of like a corny character a lot of times? Does he play it straight face?
this is why I appreciated his performance. Yes.
Okay.
There's one or two like 2-second things that don't tarnish that for me. So, but even then, it's like delivered straight face, so it's not too bad. I think the action is so awesome. Like it's filmed and the CG is like some of the best fighting I've ever seen. Especially, well, yeah, I can't say it.
Now, a lot of people have talked about the scenes that you saw in the trailers and thought they were ripoffs of scenes from Marvel. Do you feel watching this film that it was ripped off from Marvel or previous DC films, or do you feel it stands well as an original film?
Thought didn't even cross my mind. I mean,
that answered the question. If you weren't like,
it's not like I was like, oh, that's from Iron Man 3. No, I mean,
Avengers, Hawkeye. If you were watching it and really enjoying the film for what it was, then it was original. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, and how original can you get to when like an explosion looks like an explosion? I don't know.
Yeah, there's only so many things they can do in these movies.
Right. I thought they handled. I loved how they handled him moving, just in the world. I didn't know that was something I wanted or would like until it was after it was done.
I know the feeling of what you're talking about, and I love that. Yes,
I heard that too, Andrew, and it definitely could have been rated R if they wanted to,
because of more blood and guts, or because of more sex.
There was,
or both.
I don't think there was one kiss.
Okay, so more blood flying, body parts. Okay.
Yeah. A lot. The parts that I didn't like were there was a lot of like the non-distilled fighting, everything but the fighting, and like the world building and stuff was a little for me. Mm-hmm. I didn't feel a lot of I didn't feel as high stakes as I feel like they wanted me to.
Mm-hmm.
But once you got into the fights, that didn't matter in the action, because it was cool.
1 through 10. That's what we need to know.
1 through 10. Oh, okay.
5, 6, 7.
I'll go 7.
That's a solid film.
Yeah, that's what I felt. Yeah, I mean, I don't regret paying for it. I didn't walk out of there being like, ugh.
Like I did with Love and Thunder and Eternals and some of the other movies.
Yeah. So, I mean, I definitely think people should check it out. It sets up a lot. First of all, it's beautiful. Like the designs of the costumes, they're as cool as they looked in like Hawkman is just like gorgeous. Just the way they render everything, it's so good. So
Tiago, has it released in your country at this time? I know that they release different times in different parts of the world. Usually I think the United States is like last. And if so, do you have plans on seeing it, and when? And I asked you a quick question in private chat. I don't know if you had a chance to see that. That's okay. You can answer that verbally, yes or no.
No.
Okay. Which helps my point of view of trying to buy it.
There there was a post-credit scene that was awesome.
Okay, will it
So-
be understandable to people that are not major DC fans like me?
Oh yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah. No, you're gonna see it and be like, huh. It's not
I
gonna be
may.
some like it's not gonna be some like obscure thing that you won't understand. Um,
Thank you, Kenneth. We appreciate the support.
but it's a fun. It feels like it should have come out in like summertime. It's like a nice summer blockbuster kind of feel, and it does it. You know,
Yeah,
it's good.
usually the middle of October is reserved for horror films, Scream and Saw and stuff like that, not superhero films.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is like the COVID happened and like shit. Still, we're feeling the ripples from that.
Mm.
So
3 weeks, we get Black Panther. So
yeah, and I'm glad that it was smart of them to release like a month basically ahead of that. So yeah, good stuff.
yes, and next week, a couple of days, we get Tales of the Jedi. Oh,
Yeah, if you wanna see a Giddy Rich, tune on in. What's up, Jason?
what's up, Jace?
Shazam!
So yeah, my pickup from last Saturday actually arrived today.
Oh,
My X-Men 282. Granted, it's only a 9.4, but it is. Let's see if I can get this a little close here.
is this what you
Yep.
bought last time?
Yep. Rafe signed through the X is a verified signature of John Byrne.
There you
Oh,
go.
and the guy who also did the cover art, which is signed right down there between the two characters.
Who
But,
cares?
yeah, exactly. John Byrne is the top one to get on a cover. He loves signing on the inside because he didn't want books slapped. Now,
Oh, I didn't know that.
well, I mean, he doesn't want books turned into like this where you can see the signature, I think. That being said, I understand his point of view because he doesn't want people making a profit off of his signature. But by the same token, there are people like me that just want this, keep in their private collection forever, and maybe be buried with it, or have something that their wife can sell after they're dead, and I don't care. Tiago said that it's been released, but I'm waiting a bit so the theater is not so full. You know what? When it comes to superhero movies, though, I kind of like being at the movie theater the opening weekend, and No Way Home opening night. I'll never feel anything like that again. The very screaming like a bunch of little schoolgirls with a couple of hundred other people that are just as much of a geek as me. It was amazing, and I wouldn't trade that for the world. But there are very few movies that could get that kind of illicit reaction out of you. I don't know if Black Adam can. I don't even know if Black Panther can.
I bet it could for you.
Oh, Jason, you got to go. You went to Endgame during the opening weekend?
Oh boy.
Your opening night? Oh, I'm getting shivers, man, just thinking about it because I've watched endless reaction videos of the crowds. And some of them are like, semi-loud. Some of them are just yelling and screaming. And the No Way Home crowd that I went to, I had to go see it a second time because there were a lot of lines I could not hear from all the yelling and screaming.
Oh, that would piss me off so much.
No, I don't care. I saw this movie, I think 4 times in the movie theater in 2 different countries. Okay. I love No Way
Home. That reminds me, I did my first ever fist pump in a movie theater at the end of Black Adam.
At the end of the movie or the end credits?
At the end of the movie.
Okay,
and
cool.
the post credit scene. It was like, yeah.
What did you think of the end? And I'm jumping topic a little bit, but the end credit scene for Multiverse of Madness with Bruce Campbell. Did you think that was stupid, or did you think that was funny?
Yes, he did nothing for me. And I know you're the opposite.
I thought it was just corny enough. I liked it.
I think it was already in like annoyed mood because I didn't love the movie. So I was just like, I stayed for this shit. I thought there was gonna be something.
Yep, that clip that goes around when everybody returns to the portal is exactly what happened. Dude,
He's getting emotional, guys.
I would lose my shit if I was on opening night with and feeling that with everybody else. That would be so awesome. Opening night. Jason, I envy you so much. Wow. I regret not going for that.
Oops,
Oh, sorry.
sorry.
I was trying to hide it so you can go to the next one.
Here we go.
Yes, it would not be a live stream without us misclicking. Did you watch with your family, Greg?
Date night, actually. It was super cool. My wife and I just went together.
Did you put the bowls of food out on the floor for the kids like I suggested?
Yes. And kept the basement locked with them in it.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, why? If they fall down the stairs, is that much less you have to feed? Jeez,
The collector. No, just fist pump. Sorry, not fist bump. Fist pump. I'm a really reserved guy. I'm trying to work on that. I'm trying to allow myself to emote.
Mm-hmm.
So me going like, yeah, in the movie theater is like people going like, yeah.
Have you ever interacted with a complete stranger, not just at a movie, but in any fandom that, you ever seen the movie Major League?
I have, but I don't remember much from it. But
at the very end, there's a scene in the bar where this guy with a mohawk hugs a complete stranger, and then they kind of look at each other like, screw it, and they hug each other some more.
The best thing I can think of is like if I was in line waiting for somebody, waiting to meet somebody. That's a lot of time. I used to go to a lot of shows, like metal and rock shows.
Okay.
And a lot of times we would just strike up conversation with people, and you're there for the same thing, so it's easy to like break that ice and just start chit-chatting about, and then do a bunch of dick measuring about how much you know about their catalog and band members and what kind of ice cream pie they like and shit like that.
I see that. Oh, Xbox. That Bruce Campbell scene, wish we didn't stay for it. What made me sad, we stayed for Spider-Man, and the teaser with Wanda was on the YouTube a few days later.
Yeah. That's my face right there.
Actually, I'm a Bruce Campbell fan. I liked it. I laughed out loud at it because I was and I saw it opening night. I was so anticipating an amazing end credit scene. And the fact that I got that was just enough of a shock factor that I liked it. I mean, it was better than She-Hulk half the episodes not having an end credit scene when they told us that every episode had an end credit scene. So, getting back to my question, though, that I did react with complete strangers at a sporting event, believe it or not. I went to a Knicks game a long time ago. And I think it was the only game Patrick Ewing scored 50. The team had been perfect from the foul line for the entire night. I think they were like 21 for 21. Nobody had missed a foul shot.
Charity stripe.
Yeah. Well, he had 48 points. There's like 3 seconds left on the clock, and he came down to shoot, and he got fouled and missed a shot. So now he's got 2 shots. He's got to miss both. He has to hit both free throws to hit 50 points exactly. So this gives people a chance to Google and find out when he shot, he scored 50 to know how old I really am. He sank the first one. We're going nuts as a crowd. We don't care who win. I don't care. I don't know who won the game. I just know that it was the only time he scored 50. I remember it was free gym bag night, and I had that bag for years. When he sank that second shot and got 50 points, I was hugging the guys next to me that I had never met and never saw again after that. I was like, oh yeah. I'm not just fist bumping, hugging these people like they're long lost brothers and comrades in arms. And I don't mind doing that because it creates a memory which makes me smile. Was it versus the Pacers?
So I'm
I
looking it up
don't
here.
remember. He's googling it. I was Mr. Google here.
There were two games in 1990 where he scored 51 and 50 points respectively.
50 exactly. 32 years ago, people. That's how old I am.
December 1st, 1990.
Again,
Did it sound like it was winter, or do you remember it being winter?
it's a
Oh.
basketball game. Of course, it's winter.
um,
That was the ultimate. Fuck you, Rich.
Charlotte Hornets at the time.
Ooh. Okay, so Muggsy Bogues. That's right. Muggsy Bogues was on that team.
Yeah.
Who stood like 5'7", and during that game also, I remember Patrick Ewing, who was like 7'1", got bumped by Muggsy Bogues, and Patrick Ewing flopped. He hit the ground and forced himself to slide backwards. And he looked at the ref like, "Come on, ref!" And the ref looked at him and laughed and went, "Get your ass up!"
Thus was the beginning of the flop in the NBA.
Yes.
Muggsy Bogues was 5'3".
Man, that kid could dribble though. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you see him in Space Jam.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And Ewing, for that matter.
Ewing, I never had respect for because when he was the center and he was the captain of the team, there was a very young John Starks who turned into a star on his own. And I was watching a game on TV. It was a breakaway. Ewing got down into the paint and he called for the ball, and Starks pulled up and shot a three and drained it. Right in the middle of the court, Ewing starts to yell and berate John Starks. "When I call for the ball, you give me the ball. I'm the damn captain, blah, 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 blah." And I'm thinking, he just shot a three. You take this into the locker room. You don't air it out on national TV. I just thought it was rather unprofessional way of berating your own teammate on national TV.
Yeah, people do it differently.
It's just like when you complain about me, it's off the air. You don't say it here. Oops, just kidding.
Yeah, the collector. You're right. The only other person I can think of that was who was Spud Webb that small?
Spud Webb was 5'6" or 5'7", and he won the slam dunk competition.
Yeah, he was 5'6". Okay, still very
shorter
small.
than me. Shorter than me.
Earl Boykins is the only other. He's pretty new, relatively. He was 5'5", and he played for the Nuggets for a long time, I think.
When I was up in New York, we had signs down the walkway, like think safety and blah, 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 blah. And one of the times I jumped up to smack one of the signs, and one of the employees, he looked at me and goes, "Rich, you had like that much air between your feet and the floor." I thought I was like 12 feet up in the air. He's like, "Yeah, like that much space." So, white men can't jump. That's the movie. Oh, jeez.
So that's Earl Boykins.
That doesn't look like a very good picture, though.
7-footer Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah, that's not a. I wouldn't. Yeah, that one kind of looked a little X-rated to me.
Jason, thanks for the kudos on the hat. Yeah. Here's a red version. We're gonna have some choices. Oh, I'm like a detective now. The gumshoe. I think we're gonna put these up, right?
Yeah. No, seriously, major thanks to your wife for modifying our logo a little bit, because on our logo it fades from light orange to orange.
Yeah,
very light
gradient.
Yeah, and when we try to put that into the program or whatever it is that they offer for embroidery, it looked horrible. So it did, because their stitching can't gradually change the color of the thread.
Yeah.
His wife did some modifications to our logo to send it in, and it came out beautiful. And thank you again. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. We took out the Mahalo here just because it looked like chicken scratch.
What? It doesn't have Mahalo, so how are they going to know?
I'm glad you asked. We just moved it.
So as you're walking by, people can look by and go, "Mahalo," which means thank you for your support.
So
Yes, I have this shirt which has Timo Hana and Mahalo on the front, and on the back I cannot show you because I could get in trouble.
naked babes.
No, it's more like a copyright infringement. But I didn't know it was a copyright infringement when I was just getting a couple shirts made to wear to a movie premiere in 3 weeks. Hint, 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 what might be on the back. So we're gonna, me and the missus and Brittany and Herbo, Jason, and the 2 kids will be going to a movie looking like one of those families that you see on a cruise ship that you can tell they're all together.
Mm. Thank you, brother. Jerry Jones.
Yes, we call him what do you? God, I can't even think of what people call
Money for short.
yeah, Super Chat, Mr. Super Chat,
Oh, Senor Super Chat.
Senor Super Chat. Yes, you see,
Yeah.
paid in pesos. We didn't know that in advance.
Cool. Well, I also got a book back this week.
Awesome. Please. It's funny because I'll look at the screen so that way it looks like I'm making eye contact, but at the same time, I want to see this book, and your screen's there. So, which cover?
You see that?
I see verified signature of John Romita Sr. Awesome. And it is the regular Peter Parker, not the Spider-Man cover. Cool.
And that's his signature.
Right there on the dress. Very nice. Very, very nice. What's the last question? Grade?
8.5.
It's still a cool grade.
I'm okay with it.
That was 88, I think. 87? What year?
87, yeah. And honestly, I'm surprised it's not lower because there's a fair amount of I don't know if you can tell foxing over here.
I can see a little bit of it.
Well, maybe a little bit. Maybe fair amount is a lot, but
that's cool though.
Yeah, man, I'm really happy about it. It feels hashtag quest for legends is what we're doing here.
I'm getting ready to send off another modern submission because I'm really getting tired of waiting for all the economies to come back from CGC.
I have my $150 credit that I need to use.
Oh, cool. I can send it underneath your name. Never mind.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I wouldn't do it.
I know.
I got my first appearance of Scar that I want to send off. And I'm very surprised on that What If Planet Hulk. They don't list on the CGC label that it is the first appearance of Scar.
I wish you could like nudge them to be like, hey, can you mention that this is
Well, I mean, do you ever watch JP's Budget Collecting?
No.
He was talking about that book being one of the hottest books right now as per Comic Tom. And he said, honestly, in 6 months, that book is going to drop a lot in price. And I agree, because prior to the announcement on She-Hulk, and if you haven't seen it yet, I apologize. Spoiler. Prior to the announcement, did you care about that character? If you didn't care about him 6 months ago, you're not going to care about him 6 months from now.
The only reason I knew who he was because I played Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. And that has everybody in it. So I actually learned a lot of MCU characters from that. So
I've got to get some video games playing.
Yeah.
And I'm 3 episodes away from finishing Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Wow. Very nice.
How are you doing?
I watched a couple. 507, I think.
Got a week. Not even. You got a few days, man.
What am I going to do?
Stop time.
Stop time.
Call Cher. I'm going to call Cher and find out if I could turn back time.
Have you guys gotten anything back in the chat? Tell us what kind of slabs you got back, or what do you want to send out? Let us know in the chat.
And
I got a hair in my mouth.
Anything that's come back from CBCS, I'd love to hear how they're doing lately. Because I
mean,
still have
that was quick as shit.
You could, but you sent that out with what do you call it? Expedite, correct?
Yes, you have to, or it'll be there a year at least.
I can verify that. My submission from January is coming up on a year.
His hair was weird.
From what I've seen of people that have made a modification to the end scene, Scar is Hulk's son. He does not look like that in the comic. It is from Planet Hulk, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around the idea of Bruce Banner telling Natasha, we can't have kids, and then him going off and having a kid. So is he saying that I'm physically incapable of having kids, or just as a human in non-Hulk form, I can't have kids?
Probably that. Or was it like I can't do this to the potential kids?
Yeah, and having little kids getting angry, going, little green baby.
Oh my god, it would be death on earth. Like if my kid had a fraction of the Hulk's abilities, woo.
It makes me think of the baby Jack in The Incredibles.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine a baby Hulk being more powerful than Jack. Teleporting, turning into solid lead or fire or whatever.
I think this is the most common way he looks.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody's mentioned online, and I kind of agree with it. It looks like a combination of Scar and a Backstreet Boy. With the hair slicked back, it didn't look right. It did not look it. Scar is supposed to be intimidating, and that does not look intimidating. Let's be honest. That's one of my real problems with the show.
He's really baby-faced, huh?
Yeah, he is. But I mean, so they nerfed Bruce Banner's Hulk. Why not nerf Scar as well?
It's just a weird haircut because clearly the hair comes up in like a normal person's, but he just shaved it.
That's a really good point, Xbox. The gamma radiation would mean that he couldn't have kids with a normal person. Oof, wow. I'm actually just picturing like immortal, superpowered sperm.
or like head penises like this. That's uncomfortable to look at.
Yeah. Scar looks and seems much more intimidating in the comic books than he did in the TV show cameo.
Like in Old Man Logan, Hulk had kids, but he used She-Hulk, his cousin, to do it.
Ew. I mean, I'm from Georgia, and ew.
I don't know. What else? I don't know. I wish we could like show off the comic book stuff.
We can. I talked to John about that. He said, go ahead and show it. If they turn it down, we'll just have to say that it changed. But we just state that this is still under pending approval. Let's show the original cover A first of Radiant Pink.
Okay. This is for our Syndicate Comics and Timo Hana exclusive Radiant Pink #1.
Coming out on December 7th, 2022.
2022. Radiant Pink. So here's cover A. Not good. In
Why'd
my
you
opinion,
point at me when you did that?
I don't know. I didn't mean to. My screen's over here.
You know what? How's that guy over there? He ain't no good either. Hey.
Hey, old video over here.
yeah.
Nah, he ain't no good.
There we go. Okay.
So this is whatever, in my opinion.
So before you switch it, I want to point out. So we honestly don't know why the logo, the trade dress says Radiant P Inc. We don't know why. The artwork is okay, in my opinion. I'm sorry, it's just okay. It's good. The storyline might be great, but the artwork on the cover A is what Deegan did was he took the logo, the trade dress, Radiant Pink, and twisted it slightly and made it work for him. Now, this is not fully colorized yet. This is just his idea that has to be colorized. He sent it into Image for approval because now he's not just doing the artwork. He's changing how the logo appears, which they have the way to manipulate and do everything the same way he did. So, provided he gets approval, his will look like boom. Where she's actually, again, it's not colorized yet, but it's going to have her as going through a portal through the word Radiant Pink. We're going to see her in full costume on one side and in civvies on the opposite. Now it makes it look like there's a reason that the word pink is separated. This is what we're trying to push and get Image to approve for the Deegan Pecors limited to 500 store exclusive for Syndicate Comics and Team Ohana.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones says it's so much better. Yes, exactly. I mean, when he first showed me, I'm like, now it looks like it has a reason why P and ink are separated. And Deegan was like, it's like, that's what I was going for. I'm like, well, you nailed it.
Yeah.
This has no reason. This
is just sense. Like, I think it's the art style for me for this one. Like, it's a style. Like, it's a little bit like sketchy sort of. So, but it doesn't do it for me. But yeah, I love Deegan's style. It's very clean.
Xbox saying that it looks incredible. Again, it gives it a reason why it's separated, and I like that. Because otherwise, when I first looked at the cover A, I'm like, why? I don't look at Deegan's cover and go, why? It makes sense. That's what's beautiful about it. And once again, Deegan killed it. So as long as, and I can't see any other examples where exclusives have been able to take the trade dress logo and change its location or manipulate it.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen it either. I mean, you've been in it longer than me, but
what I really am hoping is that the guy at Image looks at it and go, why didn't we do that? That looks so much better. So,
yeah.
And as Deegan told me, the guy that takes the logo and manipulates it on the cover art, it's a very simple thing for him to go twist and turn. It takes him like 10 seconds. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So we're hoping. And we do have a rough sketch art of the cover A, of the exclusive for Night Gang as well. And while it is not a leaps and bound improvement over the A and B because the A and Bs are pretty good, it's still an improvement. This one is just like, whoa, can we help push that variant? Jerry, I appreciate that. I really wish there was one of those things like, if you disagree with this, call your congressman at 1-800-444-2299. Let him know how much you oppose shooting babies with new assault rifles. But
yeah, there's no crowdsource option to like upvote it or whatever. But
yeah, no petitions to sign. I appreciate that. I really do. It seems to be a 100% unanimous that this cover is leaps and bounds above what they already have. Hopefully, Image will see that as well, and it'll send the message out to other exclusive potential artists. Hey, we are the place where you can go to really break new ground. It could be setting a precedent, and that actually is kind of cool in itself too.
Yeah, absolutely. Do we want to show the? I guess we.
Sure.
We don't want to. I mean,
Again, we can't. This is all pending approval. So if we're not approved, we'll have to go with a different thing. Mrs. Ohana has walked in and scared the living crap out of me. One of the fun things about headphones, you can't hear a damn thing. Hi, Mrs. Ohana. Can I have a kiss?
Where is everyone?
Where is everyone? Well, they're all in the chat, and Greg is here.
Who we got here?
It's just me and Greg in the chat.
No, the chat. How many people we got?
Oh, I don't know. How many people are
4.
current? 4.
Oh, 4. Hi.
I'll get a room.
Hi,
Get a room, he says.
Hi, Xbox Gamer. Hi, Tiago. Hi, Jerry.
Who else is here?
The collector, Jason.
Collector.
Well, I don't know if they're still here, but
Yeah, Jason was here. The collector is here. Don't know who else is here at the moment. We were just showing the Radiant Pink. Call 1-800 vote for Deegan, but don't call, but do, but don't. We're talking about how much better Radiant Jason's oh my god, Deegan's cover is than everybody else.
Aloha.
I swear she gets more highs than we do.
Or you could do, hey, New York. Yo, what's up? Okay.
hey,
Sorry.
forget about it.
Forget about it. That was
Give me
Greg.
some nice gabagool.
I don't know why he said, give me some nice gabagool. You went full Brooklyn Italian on that one.
I don't know. It's New
Hi,
York.
Andrew.
Well, outside of New York, people think New York has a certain accent. Inside New York, we know what county, what borough you're from. In Queens, we talk like this. In Brooklyn, you kind of talk like this. You
Yeah, but
understand? Hey.
But also, I don't like how movie and TV shows where they don't get the accent right. they try too hard to.
It's a generic Northeast England, Northeast accent, unless we're trying to go with a New York accent, at which point it is 100% straight up Sheepshead Bay.
Or people think New York is a Boston accent too.
Oh, with the car?
Yeah.
In the
Park the
parking
car.
lot? Park the car? That's Boston.
All right.
So Greg's like trying to diffuse, like, okay, whatever.
Sorry, I
No.
interrupted.
Dude, don't tell her to shut up. That's rude. He didn't say that.
I know. I know you guys mess. What's your shirt?
I said vacuum. I said vacuum.
He said vacuum.
Vacuum. Vacuum.
What shirt you have on, Greg? Super what? Super Galaxy? Super Galaxy? What? I don't.
Super Galaxy Quest. He's got the.
I'm still
Rocket
bitter
and-
about this. I'm still bitter
What's
about
the
this
tree's
cover of 8 Billion Genies.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding. I'm just pointing out that it's Mario
What's the
3.
tree's name?
Huh?
What's the tree's name?
Groot.
Groot.
He only says it 500 times. I am Groot.
I know. That's why I'm like thinking. I'm like, it's right up. What was that one?
Yeah, there's a lot. Hey.
That's any New Yorker, no matter what
How
nationality
you
you
doing?
are.
Hey, good kid. Yeah.
Oh, come here. Mwah,
Don't
mwah.
forget to pinch the cheeks, huh?
Oh, look
No,
at
look,
the
you
cute baby.
We bruise easily. He's laughing.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Okay, see ya. I just had to stop in. Bye.
What'd you bring here?
Oh, those are coffee coated.
Ooh,
pecans.
it's
They
nice
didn't
cup of
like
coal.
it. Taste them.
Okay, I'm not gonna like it.
No, they didn't.
Coffee coated pecans.
Sorry, I was
Sorry,
over at the neighbor's
pecans.
house.
Pecans.
Pecans.
Pecans is what
You
you.
say pecans or pecans?
Pecans.
I ate a bunch of those. I like them.
That's not bad.
They're good. They're like addicting.
You're gonna stay awake now because they're covered in coffee.
He said I'm gonna stay awake. That's to cover coffee. I only had one, as opposed to having
Oh.
2 glasses.
I had 2 glasses of water.
Well, I finished off what was left in that little tiny bottle of the Long Island iced tea mix, which was very little proof, and I did have one more glass of the blackberry Bird Dog whiskey.
That goes down.
Bird Dog whiskey makes some really great flavored whiskeys. We were going through our stash of bottles, and we're like, oh, we forgot we had these in the back. Blackberry and ruby red grapefruit.
Yeah.
Grapefruit flavored whiskey.
Tastes good.
It actually is good. I wouldn't recommend having multiple glasses of it because the
No.
flavor gets annoying after a little bit. Oh goodness gracious, really? Boom chicka wow wow.
Oh.
There's a Spider-Man story I recently found where Peter blamed himself for MJ's death because he had radioactive sperm and all her exposure to it from sex. I remember this comic strip I was reading where Clark Kent comes walking into the Daily Bugle and all the women are distraught that they all had breast cancer because they were exposed to excessive X-rays.
Oh,
And he's like,
gee.
yep.
Oh. That's right. Yeah. Who's MJ?
Mary Jane Watson, Spider-Man's. Show her the book. She wants to know
Sorry.
who MJ is.
Oh,
Well, the only MJ I know is Michael Jackson. That's why I'm like, who's MJ?
Not Michael Jordan.
I only know MJ as in Michael Jackson.
Mary Jane Watson,
Oh.
as in wife of Spider-Man.
I didn't know he got married.
1987.
Okay, I'm leaving. Bye.
Right.
Bye, our viewers.
Yes. You know, I saw before we started, we need one more viewer, one more subscriber to be 1111.
1111.
We're at 1110. And like, one more viewer.
Make it happen, everybody.
Everybody's fed, everybody's taken care of.
To third shelf. Yeah, I mean, look at that.
Okay, goodbye. Have fun.
And that would be even bigger if it weren't counting all the books that you sent to to Rob's Big Fat Sacks of Comics.
Yeah. Now, I just want to bring it in here close and just forget about Rich for a minute because I'm better. What we're talking about here is
That was great. Oh God, yeah, do it.
I got no material. You're the talker.
Oh no, I want you to go right ahead.
So it's come to my attention that you want to see my Gambit shelf. There it is.
Out of focus. Because
it's focusing
on your arm, yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
That statue.
Yellow label X-Men 266 back there.
9.4.
At a Claremont.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
With a little pop. Who kept falling over because it's a freaking it's a spring loaded bobble pop.
Bobblehead, yeah.
I hate those. I hate them. And it was just so front heavy. It would just be like I would just be here and I would just hear just fucking fall over for no reason. So I packed the head full of cotton balls so it wouldn't jiggle as much. And I literally was like bent it backwards and up. So it would
Shut up, soldier.
The weight would be distributed backwards. And it's been standing up for like 5 days now. So
5 whole days.
Bless up, you know.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did tune in earlier to Rob's. They had the auction going already.
Oh,
Yep.
Any of our stuff, or is it specific days that our stuff?
Our stuff is tomorrow, Sunday.
Oh, that's right. The 1 o'clock.
1:30.
Okay.
Yep, and we're going to try to both be available so we can join in, and the stuff that we were able to donate to Comics Curing Cancer. I think there's a total of like 14 slab books that we were able to donate. Plus, we're going to commit to one copy signed of both Radiant Pink and Night Gang. We can't
Club.
Nightclub. Night Gang is the other one.
I don't know what that is.
What's the Night Care?
Night Care.
The Kickstarter. So
Yeah.
how many night books? We need a day book. So Nightclub and Radiant Pink. When the books finally get released on December 7th and December 14th, the winner of the bidding will receive compliments of Team Ohana. We're going to pay for it ourselves. One signed copy from Deegan Pecoris each. And if you want, we'll sign it too. But we really had nothing to do with the book, so I'd recommend against it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It would kind of, yeah. Oh my God. I wonder if I could. I almost feel like signing the book myself and having John submit it so I can have it back and have a yellow label that says signed by Deegan Pecoris.
I mean, how does that work? Is it just up to the witness to be like, yes, I witnessed this random person? Like, it can be anyone?
I don't know, man. This just popped into my head this second. It's not like I had a lot of time to think about it. I don't know.
I want to know, because if so, I can live stream myself signing it as well and then send it back. I wonder how he can. I wonder if that counts.
Dude, are you serious? Are you serious? They passed 10K already? I said 12K. I think they get closer to 20, if not more. That is all. Oh, wow.
Where do we check the progress?
I don't. Well, you'd have to tune into one of the live broadcasts. And honestly, I spent most of the day at a 12-year-old's birthday party. So I'm sorry. That was a lot of fun, though. Oh, man, that was so much fun. And also talking through some people at work, had to get through some stuff at work because I worked late last night. So I wouldn't have to go in today. And then getting ready. Oh, wow. I was able to pop in from time to time. I didn't realize they were up that high. Guys, again, chance, please. 100% of the sale price is going to cancer research. Okay, so if you bid $100, you win the book for $100, $100 is going to the American Cancer Society. Okay, we're even paying for shipping to get to where you are. All right, and it is such an honor for me and Greg to be in a position that we can, not just like bid on stuff, but contribute and promote and have an audience that listens to this so they know to tune in. And as Rob said, nut punch cancer.
Yeah.
I saw some Silver Age Spider-Man up earlier.
I mean, that's very, very generous.
Yeah.
Silver Age Spider-Man. Man.
Link. That's what Jerry's saying. You don't like it, you got to tell your buddy.
well, here's the link to the link tree to their the Comics Curing Cancer thing in general. I just got an Instagram DM from Diago.
Oh, sure. Talking behind my back, huh? Okay, bye.
Hey, what are you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do.
You're not going to do anything, eh? That's what you're going to do.
I'm not going to do anything. I don't know nothing.
Not going to do anything. I don't do anything. Who are you? Who are you?
I'm the Tracksuit Mafia. Don't mess with me. There,
I'm going to try to make
linktur.ee.
Linktree.
Yeah, linktur.ee.
Oh, look at that.
I don't even know how that would work because John, John would have to physically watch Greg sign it.
Can that happen in this format?
I don't know.
Or can we?
I'll talk to him on Wednesday. I don't know.
Tell me the answers now.
I would have to get like multiple copies of this though.
I know, right?
I mean, seriously, to have a yellow slab book, or it said, witness signature, Deegan Pecoris, Richard Travascus, and Greg Seidefar. Did I do it right again?
Oh, shit.
And yeah, seriously, doesn't that like freak you out?
That would be awesome.
I mean, we were just talking about how cool it would be to have our name on the back of a book. Okay, now we're talking about actually having our name here on the damn label. Holy
All right.
crap!
Hold on. Let me see something here.
We could die, man. We could die at that point. Yeah, exactly. There are some people that get into comics because they want to make money. There are some people that get in because we just want to have like so much crazy, stupid nerd fun.
It's a 10-hour drive from me.
The fact that you're even considering this shows how much it means to you, though. Let me talk to him on Wednesday. Wow. This whole live show has now turned into something surreal for me.
I'm what website is that, Tiago? I see the screenshot, but I want to be able to like Legion of Comics. Day 1 is in the books. 2 more days to go. If this doesn't prove how amazing the community is, nothing will. Be sure to follow.
Dude, come on. Really? Again?
Oh, thank you, dude.
Dude. Too amazing. I told you this guy owns the Dallas Cowboys. I swear.
Oh, it's this. Thank you, Jerry. Appreciate you, brother. Here's the link.
Out of love. Seriously.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a big link.
That'll take you to the. Here, I'll just. There's no use putting that up.
All you have to do is just type all of that in, and when your fingers regain feeling, click enter.
There you go. I'm gonna take it off just so they can.
Wow, they have broke 12,000 already. Oh man,
look at that. That's great, man. He was like, "Yeah, I hope to beat 8,000."
That was what they made last year, and we haven't even gotten to the Sunday days.
No, they're gonna break probably 30,000 with the books that we sent in. Just because we sent in like Spider-Man 1, Fantastic Four 1, AF-15.
And we only got the Superman number 2, though. We didn't want to part with the number 1.
No.
Look, that would be really cool if we were in a position to do all of that, but we couldn't. But we did send in what we could.
I mean, look at this. They got 70 days left, man.
70?
Yeah. I mean, 69, but like, there is a lot of time left in this.
What was that number again?
Hell yeah, 69, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. I like 68. I like 68 better. It's 69, but I owe you one.
Wow. Tiago, I can't remember if we talked about it, but I saw Terry Moore is going to be at Baltimore.
Oh, man. Right now, I wish I was at Chattanooga.
Yeah. Who's there besides Tegan?
Gator Guard.
Man, yeah, I want to meet those dudes.
I do. I mean, their slabs look really cool, and they took the time to actually send us a how are you and hope everything is good.
Yeah,
we're on their mind too.
I just decided to reach out to them one day just to be like, "Hey, are you gonna be here?" And they've opened up like a nice little dialogue.
Well, it's funny because Greg and I both have access to the same Instagram account, Team Ohana Family. So when he sends a message to somebody and they reply, I see a notification. I'm like, "Who the hell are you?" And also, I don't realize that he's been talking to him. So I'm like, okay, be professional. Don't block this person just because they said hello.
Yeah.
And the flip side, somebody sends me a picture or something like that, like Switch. I was sending some pictures to Switch. And about the heartbroken. I ordered like 4 or 5 of the keychains from Switch Comics. The dude was nice enough to send me 10, but they got destroyed by the USPS. So I sent him I sent pictures of it to Switch, but once you send the pictures, you can't view them anymore. So Greg's like he sends me a personal message like, "What are these pictures or what's going on?"
It was more frustration. I think my message was, "What the fuck are all these vanished pictures?" or something.
I was trying to be polite. Yes, and Marco at Switch. If you happen to be seeing this at any point, dude, I saw the ones that you picked out for me. He had Clone Wars #1. He had She-Hulk #1. Like all those things that I was thinking about. Once I saw his eBay page, I'm like, "Oh, I got to order that. I got to order that. I got to order that." He before I even saw the eBay page or was talking about it, he already had them in the mail for me because he knew the book set were the dearest to me, which shows an actual fan of the channel. And that meant a lot to me. I didn't care that the fact that I will order them again. I'm going to go to eBay and order them again. I don't care. But the fact that you knew the books that were important to me and Mrs. Ohana, that meant a lot. Thank you. Mahalo. Don't end the broadcast. I was just saying it.
Oh,
Click, click.
oh yeah. Drives Tiago crazy. I guess
What, things getting destroyed in the mail? I'm still
personally I love it. I think it's fun.
The coffee covered pecans are good, but they're really dry.
Oh,
I need water.
so yeah, I mean, it's the big info news dump for this past week.
And
It's actually I feel like we haven't done anything in a long time, but it's only been like a couple of days. But we didn't like actually chat with each other until like 15 minutes before the
yeah, we took a couple-day break for and try to rewind and regroup. The Chattanooga show, it's not a minor show, even though it is, Tennessee. I mean, like Jay Lee is there. So,
Huh.
I mean, they have some pretty good guests there as well. And I'm still working on trying to get Deegan at the Cartersville show.
Oh man, Jim Cummings is there.
Who is that? Why does that name sound so familiar to me?
He's done so much voice work.
Give me an example.
Did you ever watch he did a lot of like villains in Disney cartoons. So like did you it's kind of too young for you, I think, but Goof Troop?
I've heard of it. So that would be a no.
Oh, he's the guy you wanted to see in the upcoming series.
Oh, that narrows it down. Thanks.
And, we were talking with Marco about it. Who you want the reveal to be in Andor?
Oh, Hondo Anaka.
Yes, him.
He did Hondo Anaka.
That's Jim Cummings. Yeah.
I see. Oh man, that would be really, really cool. You ever see like some people's YouTube channel where they have a voice actor like that, and they'll record something like, if you're not tuning into Team Ohana, then you need to be, but they'll do it in the voice, and they'll keep that little. If I could have Hondo Anaka's voice saying Team Ohana, that would be really, really cool.
That would be cool.
Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, I like him already.
Oh yeah, he's a legendary man. He was the voice of Winnie the Pooh for like 20 years.
Okay.
I'm looking here. Who else is Scott Fogg, guy who's doing night
Oh yeah, with Instagram, you send somebody a picture, they can open it one time, and they can't open it again. Same thing with videos.
That's why they are unopenable from me, because you've already viewed them.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
And what was really sad about that is through Instagram, when I first started my channel, Reggie Collects.
Yeah.
I asked him about starting a channel and what should I watch out for. And the dude was nice enough to record maybe, I think it's like 3 minutes. No, not that much. 45 seconds is the length of a video you can send on Instagram. He recorded like 10 videos. It was just him sitting down explaining things to me. Amazing, amazing person that he took the time to explain a lot of things to me. And I appreciate that immensely.
Yeah.
And I got to view him one time, and then I went to watch him a second time, and it wouldn't let me.
Have you asked him to promote our exclusives?
No, I have not.
That would be hard to do.
Yes, it will.
But you gonna do it?
When I actually have artwork to send him, yes.
Wow, that's cool, man.
I mean, I'm going to ask him, look, I understand if you say no, you have a lot of things on your plate, blah, 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 blah. I consider this a 5% chance that he'll say yes, maybe even less.
Yeah.
But it would be irresponsible of me to not at least try. So
That's cool. Awesome. Well, I don't know what else.
I think that's well. The only other thing is I finally got back to the Pinocchio book, and it's not broken this time. Pinocchio.
Awesome.
So I think it was Jason that asked me early in the week. He sent me a message on Instagram. How am I doing with my goal of trying to get all of the original series Star Wars in CGC slabs? And I have the majority of the keys. I think I have just about all the keys. However, I kind of put that on hold because A, we got exclusive comics coming out and they cost money.
Mm-hmm.
B is I've been focusing more on the Golden Age Mickey Mouse magazines for the missus, which are gorgeous books, A, and B, I think Golden Age is a better investment than trying to get something from the Copper or Bronze Age. What did Jerry say here? If you send a picture and don't want it to vanish, take it with your phone camera, not the Instagram camera icon, and upload the photo from your phone, and it should keep. Absolutely, yes. However, if I take the picture and I send it to Instagram, and the other guy looks at it, and Greg tries to look at it because he shares the Instagram account with me, he can't see it anymore. Now, at that point, I can send him through a private message, yes, but that's what we were just talking about, though. If somebody sent me a video, I can't watch it more than once. But I mean, just giving an example of a couple of books. He asked me if I was talking about the Dell stuff. I'm like, no, not the Dell books from the 40s and 50s. I'm talking about the precursor to the Mickey Mouse comics and stories, which were all reprints, by the way, of the Mickey Mouse magazine, which came out in the 30s. So, and as Jason said, this presents so much nicer than a 1.5. It really does. And the reason it is a 1.5 is A, the cover is attached, which thankfully you can't tell by looking at this. And there are 3 puzzles in here, and they're all filled out in pencil. So, but I think it was 4 or 5 years of the Mickey Mouse magazine, 12 issues each. And I would love to slowly put that together because we've got 2 bedrooms upstairs that we're turning into a she shed and a he shed. Just a little place for her and a place for me. Mine will become a new recording studio. And if she has a nice collection of different books and pictures and posters and stuff that she can put on the wall, she can change the look of it and still keep it fun in old times. You're a huge Instagram noob. Dude, I am a technology noob, okay? That's why I kind of need this guy. And I knew to point the opposite direction. You're on mute. Why are you on mute?
I'm not.
You were.
I was. You need me, but I'm also an Instagram nerd. I learned everything, and I'm learning everything from that fella right there.
You're muted for me. See, he knew you were muted too. So you're still, though, you might be an Instagram, a specific platform noob, but let's be honest. Sure. You have a lot more knowledge of IT than I ever will.
My prowess is not matched by any other man.
Or woman.
Yeah. I mean, in this case, I just meant like mankind. Yeah. But yes.
Gotcha. I'm more of a mechanical mind type of person.
Ah, yes. The cogs and the wheels, they turn.
I'm a dwarf. At work this week, and I know this is not comic related at all, but what the heck. I've been pushing for them to set up, and finally gotten this year, a machine shop of our own so we can make the parts that we're constantly sending out to be made and have control of our own destiny. And instead of a 12-week lead time, it becomes a 12-hour lead time, Um, And there's these certain they're called gussets. No, not gussets.
Gaskets.
No, shush. They connect hydraulic cylinders to whatever they're connected to. Okay, and they asked me, could I make a bunch of these for the new molds? And I looked at it and said, yes, I could. And I sized up the material. I said, look, it's going to cost about $71 in material per. And if you want me to make 30 of them, it's going to take me about a week and a half of machining. They're like, oh, that's too much money. We can, those are standard things. We don't have, I'm like, they're not standard things. They're a custom size. We can get them made cheaper than that outside. No problem. I'm like, okay, fine. No, they just got quotes from outside. 12-week lead time, $31,000. Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, okay, so I told you $2,100 and a week and a half of my time. So if you paid me $25,000 for a week and a half of my time, you'd still have them cheaper and faster. Do we get a? Oh,
I'm gonna say yes, Tiago, without his consent.
I don't.
I can't speak to.
I don't know. And do we get a room tour? Absolutely, if it happens. I don't know if we have an ETA because we may have had a new wrinkle in it, which may take the rooms away from us.
No.
Yes, it's possible. And I'll put it in private chat so you understand.
I assumed as much.
Yeah. Okay. So it would be a worthwhile cause. Do you agree on that?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. But if that doesn't happen, then sure. But yeah, I would love to do a room tour. I mean, right now I could turn the camera around, you'd see more comics, you'd see a mess behind me, and you'd see a sleeping dog. That has been a little bit of a disagreement between I and Mrs. Ohana. Is in these two new bedrooms, we have new carpeting. And I said, I have to get some kind of a chair or couch for Boo Bear, the Basset Hounds, to be in the room. And she said, no, he can't go in there. We got new carpeting. His fur will get everywhere. I'm like, I don't care. It's my room. I get to do what I want. I'll put a runner down or something, but he's part of the show. His logo is on the channel, or at least was. He's there. Whenever I record a show, I say, hey, we're going downstairs. He jumps up like, yay. Okay. He's excited about this as much as I am. He gets to go in the room. He doesn't have to go in your room, but he goes to go in mine. And she said, no. And I don't care.
I was going to say, just do it anyway.
Yeah, but my point is, though, that we got him in 2014, which makes him 8 years plus the 3 that we found him 11 years old. Well, he's already at a high age for a Basset Hound, and at the current pace, he might not live to see the dang room. So I might have to get him stuffed and added to the room.
Oh, damn. Thank you, Jerry. God bless.
Jerry, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Yeah, I haven't even met you yet. I know you're Greg's friend, but I can say you're a friend of mine as well. Thank you so much. I don't know if we have too much more to talk about tonight.
No.
We kind of suck without a guest, man. Oh my god.
I mean, I think it's okay. It's okay to have an hour show,
Well, it's an hour and 20. It's not like we're doing.
All right. I apologize. Not for nothing.
No, I was just saying we did pretty good.
Not for nothing.
You got your spoiler-free review.
Absolutely.
Of Black Adam. Yeah. Our hat and shirt. Show the front again. Mr. Gangster. What did that say on the sticker? Snapback?
Yeah.
Is that the brand name of the hat itself?
I think it's the model or the style.
That's cool.
There you go.
Yupong since 1974. Is that what it says? Yupong?
Yupung is the brand.
The heck is Yupong?
The brand.
Okay. Does it mean anything?
I don't know. But you can see it's high quality.
It does look really nice. Oh, you can see the stitching all the way through too.
Yeah.
Dude, I really like that.
Yeah.
Did you make those that pattern available to others on Etsy or any place?
Not yet. Do any of you in the chat have a request for a color that you would like a compliment color? Like this is the teal, that's the red.
I don't see colors.
That's boring.
Seriously, yeah. I'm not colorblind. I'm just picking one. You hear all these ad campaigns about the people that are woke is destroying America. I'm like, everybody just needs to shut up.
Oh, shit.
I'm like watching the little screen that you can't see it on the general, but I can see it in the
you're
third.
doing the
Yeah,
seeing the
that.
purple.
Yep. And I'm like, what the heck is he prepping here? I don't even know.
Man, this turned out so well. I don't even know what cane spider is.
We never showed the night club. Did I say it right this time?
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, you didn't.
I didn't. Night gang.
Oh. I don't know if I feel comfortable sharing that one because it's such an early draft. I would rather check with Deegan.
Okay. I mean, John's philosophy is like, yeah, show it, whatever.
Yeah, but I just
we're wrong. We recant. But
I feel like I remember Deegan saying like he didn't want to share that one.
Deegan was okay with showing the radiant pink because that's what he really wanted to do. The other one, I think he was like, this is a rough draft, and I don't want this to represent my finished work when it's nowhere near finished.
Yeah, it's like extremely rough. So,
and still looks good.
Oh, I'm excited for it. Teal looks awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think so too. It's almost like ocean water with the beach and stuff.
And since that's such a flat brim, I wonder if you can get one of those little hula dancer girls and stick it on there.
My head would be all like, whoa, shit, come on, get it straight, come on.
Well, you have a lot of people looking up at your hat.
I don't understand how people walk around wearing hats like this sometimes.
I don't understand how people can wear a New York Yankees hat that's like red or green or pink. I'm like, that's not the Yankees colors.
You see guys walking around like this. Like, it's just, I don't know.
Well, again, my wife saw the pictures that you sent, and she's like, he looks so gangster.
It's because I was like this.
Well, you did have that really, really thick gold rope chain, too, with the clock. So
started from the bottom, now we here. Yeah. Motherfuckers. All right, anyway.
Yes. Thiago's got to go, and I think we should go also.
Yes. Thanks for shutting us down, Thiago.
Exactly.
Cut it off.
Yep, he started the show with us. He's ending the show with us. We're going to wrap it up, guys. Thank you so much for joining. It's been another fun show here on the Saturday night. And guest free, giveaway free. It's embarrassing. I'm sorry. But we just wanted to get together and have some fun and chat with you guys. And you guys made it fun, as you always do. Thank you so much. Until we see you on the next video, which will probably be Dragons.
Yes.
Which will be
tomorrow night. Late
tomorrow night. Okay. And then we have Andor again. And oh my goodness, I've already taken Wednesday off for Tales of the Jedi. So, guys, thank you so much for joining yet again. Don't forget to click like and subscribe and click on those notifications to see when more stuff drops. But until we see you the next time, mahalo.